So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, that's complete to Slayton. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, the
Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Zadarius Smith getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, They might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Cousins. Firing, and he coughed it up, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
In today's NFL, most teams...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On the carry, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On the give, this is their fullback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
Cook. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Chandler is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now a handoff to Chandler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll flip this out to Brightwell. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Jones.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold it.
And he's across the 40, 3